Like I said, you could do that on a sorcerer pretty easy.
Alright, it is now 9 o'clock. Woo! Time for the Halloween stream!
It's 2 in the morning for us.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
I
kind
will
of late.
Yeah, I'll probably pass out in like an hour or two.
Well, if I'm lucky, maybe I'll be able to beat the game in that amount of time. Maybe. For those watching and have been watching, while I am in fact procrastinating on completing certain projects, I am going to stream a special game that it only became available this year. In fact, it was made available in July. This is a very special game. And you're about to see it, and you're about to see me play through it until we win.
Let's do it!
Let's do it! Let's do it! Let's fall in love with the monsters!
Pinky.
Now, you may recognize this title and this music. That would be... This would in fact be the Japanese Monster Party. Trying to get the volume levels correct. But yes, after failing repeatedly, after repeatedly falling into the hands of collectors that were unwilling to release it to the public, a Japanese prototype of a Parody World Monster Party was finally released on July 3rd, 2014 for everyone to enjoy. As the original title implies, the prototype features many parodies of movies that were unfortunately removed for copyright reasons, as well as a number of other differences.
You know what I think of when I think of this game? Delicious Japanese fried foods.
Mmm, that does sound good. I wish I had access to it.
I wish I could eat Japanese fried foods.
Oh my god, shrimp tempura. The
Most
best.
of them would kill me.
That bad, huh?
Oh yeah.
They are just the oiliest things ever, but so good. Then again,
The non-seafood ones I can find are really good, so it makes me really pissed I can't eat the seafood ones.
well, there's like fried sweet potatoes and pumpkin and stuff like that is good. And onion rings.
The problem is they're usually cooked in fish oil as well, which also is bad.
Unfortunately,
You can cook them in olive oil.
Sorry. Unfortunately, I don't have the actual translation of what is being spoken here.
Well, I think everybody who knows this game knows the plot, and it's very, very silly.
It kind of is. However, after reading a lot of the text from the Japanese prototype, translated of course, there is a lot of differences in how a lot of this shit is spoken. Like, for example, I do have the first screen. One day, Hiroshi-kun was walking down the same street he always did on his way home from baseball practice. He was thinking things like, "Oh, I'm hungry," when suddenly he looked to see a bright flash of light in the sky. Actually, it's not really all that much different.
Yeah, that's like literally exactly. Like, man, I'm hungry. Hey, look, a fucking just death thing in the sky.
So this is the time before they removed all the stuff that would get them in serious problems about copyrights.
This is the Japanese prototype, yes. This game was only released in the United States. Bandai, I'm going to assume that Bandai was scared shitless of lawsuits and just ditched everything regarding the Japanese prototype and ordered the programmers to change everything.
Well,
Throw it out, buy a new one.
well, here's the thing.
I knew what?
When they made the game, they probably told them like, okay, this is the concept of the game, do something with it. And then they looked at it and the lawyers went like, do you want Hollywood to like rip us apart?
Like what I was referring to about the story being really silly is that Bert, the fucking monster, he tells the kid, "Oh yeah, you're gonna be really fucking powerful with that weapon of yours." He has a baseball bat, which is entirely useless for the entirety of the game except the last boss.
Well, you can use it to hit the kitten's back.
Kittens?
Huh?
What kittens?
Oh, I
More
mean,
on that later.
what, kittens? Hitting kittens with the battles, it's so terrible. I don't know anything about this game. What is this?
Oh, more on this later, but I'll tell you this much. There are no kittens in this game. Those were added for the American version.
Okay, so
What?
what's the original now? I'm
Hairballs?
curious.
Oh, you'll see.
Okay,
That
how-
much I'll tell you.
is it? I will just ask this: is it worse than the American version? Because in the American version, we know what we had. So, is it worse?
I
Is it more
will
distasteful?
I will tell you this. I was doing a little bit of rehearsal earlier today. I did find out this much. Health pickups are really fucking scarce.
Don't die.
You have to know exactly what you're doing, otherwise you're fucked. Now, speaking of something that's not fucked, this contest thing I've been telling everybody about. Well, actually, I wasn't really telling anybody about it. A little bit of a derp on my part until the last minute. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have, in case there's nobody in the world who doesn't already have this, I have a Steam unlock for Terraria. Anybody who wants this, just type in the name Bert in the chat, and I will enter you into the pseudo contest.
Already have Terraria.
Who doesn't have Terraria at this point? If you don't,
Don't know.
let us know by saying the word Bert. Just say the word. Just type the word Bert in the chat, and I will put you in the contest.
Ernie?
Bert nerd. Bert nerd.
Nobody, huh?
Apparently. Terraria is fucking popular as shit.
That's all right. I can go to my fallback. I did have 10 items that I was looking to get rid of. I also have a copy of Super Hexagon.
That game is hard as hell.
Yes, Super Hexagon.
saw-
If it doesn't make you dizzy, it will drive you insane. It's also a fun game.
I
did
can attest
enjoy
to that.
playing it. I did enjoy playing it. But yeah, the same word. Just type in Bird in the chat, and I will enter you into the contest.
At this rate, it might become a contest of one.
One person. You win!
You win!
A winner is you.
You
Is it
lose
you?
everything. Your soul is
Where's
mine.
this guy? I'll take
Oh,
that
did
as
I
a
say
no.
Terraria? I meant I take your soul.
Looks like there's no takers. Okay, that's cool. We'll find someone who may want this later on, I guess.
You just run up to everybody, take this. It's yours now. Run away.
You want a game?
Yes, you do want a game here.
They may as well just make Terraria a free game at this point, because everybody's got it. Just like TF2.
How often was this on sale for like fucking $1.20?
Constantly.
Maybe once a month?
Exactly.
It's like
Excuse me.
It's not surprising because it's a good game, so. Oh, and we're playing.
Yes.
I love those enemies. The fucking people with their legs sticking out of the ground. So silly. I wonder what the front half looks like.
Tra-la-la, la-la-la-la-la-la.
They're just roots. Those are plants from that world.
La-la-la-la.
Really? That's funny.
That's actually what he's saying. Tra-la-la-la-la, la-la-la.
Now, what you don't know about this plant enemy is that he actually has legs.
Oh my god.
Now that constant blinking sound you may be hearing, I don't know if you can hear it on the stream. They didn't have the boss hit sound that the United States version had. It wasn't implemented yet, so it still sounds like a blink sound.
Kind of weird.
This is a prototype. Might have some kinks.
There might be a few bugs in the gears. I don't know if that really means anything.
A few missing gears, a few added gears. I mean, it looks different, but it still works.
You may have noticed I'm farming the same enemy.
I wonder what those dudes in black are. Like, they look like they have, I don't know, racing helmets or something on, and like black fancy suits.
And glow in the dark.
Yeah. Are they trying to be Daft Punk or something?
Considering this is Japan, I'm going to suspect that they're supposedly high school punks.
Why are they glowing / on fire then?
Because this is hell.
Because this is hell. Hell with happy sunshine smiley faces everywhere.
And people stuck with their legs up.
I mean, let's be honest. What else could the name Dark World really mean?
Shadowfell.
The place the sun don't shine.
Dark side of the moon.
That's why it's full of happy smiley faces and pink goop.
I'm not quite sure how long I'm supposed to be able to farm these, but eventually they stop dropping. Oh, I predicted it. Yeah, eventually they stop dropping. So at that point, you have to tough it out. Okay, where is my notes? Because it also says something special here as well.
I wonder why some of the faces on the walls have one eye open.
Because they're blinking. Oh, wait, they're not blinking, winking. There we go.
The wall is being a stalker.
The walls have eyes.
Everything has eyes.
The wall is not amused.
At the background.
Yeah, evidently
Well,
they
there's
forgot to touch up the background a little bit. Crap, I'm still belching. I'm sorry, I'm already dead. At least he's more polite about it. Unfortunately, the bosses do not drop any question marks, which is sad.
Aw.
Well, that is a lazily programmed boss.
Oh, it gets better. You remember the... I mean, I don't know anything about dancing zombies.
That. Yeah, let's waste half an hour of your life. It's not half an hour, but...
Must be like the worst time in this game for a speedrunner. I just have to wait.
I'm quite sure someone found a glitch somewhere.
There is a rather rare glitch to where you can get frozen in place. but
That's terrible.
But it is very, very rare. Seize him! I will give you the honor of becoming my slave.
Well, also I would like to notice that the game just became from Happy Land.
No, it's Happier Land. Look at all the... Everything has faces now.
Yes, and everything's made out of freaking intestines.
Intestines are happy when they have food in them.
Well,
That's racist against intestines.
and this boss would have been a lawsuit because Planet of the Apes.
Notice? I like the face on the statue. It's just...
Yeah, it looks really happy lying there in pieces.
Well, you don't know, this is also a jacuzzi. And those buildings are actually its friends.
But,
Who's the guy on the horse,
I
then?
can only think of JonTron and Gaijin Goomba's videos when I see this. I wonder what JonTron would think of this now, because the prototype is freely available on the... I'll go ahead and tell you. It's the cuttingroomfloor.net. TCRF.net. Just go there, you'll find it. It's not like it's being sold or anything.
So basically, for a long time, this... I'm assuming this is like a whole arcade machine board was going from person to person, and no one was willing to rip it and post it online till finally now.
Pretty much. Pretty much, until another copy became available on I think it was either eBay or Amazon Marketplace, some auction site. And I think it was the Atari Age forums that picked it up.
Because this is what? On a jammer board. Japanese, since the Japanese prototype, I'm assuming this is a jammer board. Arcades.
Oh no, what do I do? What do I do? Sadly, I'm going to cheat.
Already.
It begins!
Sadly, it begins, but you know what? We've only got a couple hours. We don't have all night, otherwise it's no longer Halloween. And fuck, why is my voice giving out?
Your soul is being taken by the game.
That might be it.
Why do you think it was never released? It was a satanic artifact.
It's like Super Mario Brothers 3.
Because whoever names would pop up. Cards.
You know what I just noticed? The guy on the horse isn't wearing pants.
He is a monkey.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was Harry Potter.
Still, he's not wearing pants, though, so he's effectively molesting that horse.
Oh, those wacky Japanese.
Well, problem is that it's not really that much of a reference. Guessing a lawyer could argue that they didn't license it.
Well, it's not a reference. The horse is green. Horses aren't green.
Might be a sick horse.
A zombie horse.
A monkey riding a zombie horse. Figure that one out.
I just...
So, I will ask the question. How did this get to the Dark World?
Magic!
Why is this guy here?
Bert picked him because he needs him to save the world.
Short version of the story. Some sort of demon bat comes to this kid and tells him that his world is under attack and needs the kid to save it.
I know the story of the game. I'm just wondering, why is the guy from Planet of the Apes here?
Because references.
Oh, this is John.
Because monsters? I don't know.
This is his house, actually.
Also, hello, Miss Young, and hello, Hoo Girl!
Hooter.
Pooter, 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 pooter. I think you turned it into an engine there.
It's Stirling engine.
Or
For
a
a moment,
really,
I
really,
was-
really crappy petrol engine.
For a moment, I thought I was actually saying Buddha, Buddha, Buddha really fast.
Buddha.
All I gotta do is just change 2 letters on my belt. Bubba. Buddha.
Buddha is both the new ham and the old ham. Pooter is the ham.
Buddha is.
Pooter.
The other white meat.
So, I wonder how these skulls all got here.
Import.
I suspect dead things.
No, they had a sale on Amazon. On the interior
They
decorator.
had a lot sale. And I wonder if all the faces in the trees have brains in them, so do they all individually think, or are they like a colony of face?
No, it's like a birch tree. It's all the same tree.
So it's a hive mind.
Okay, since we have reached level 2, I am prepared to offer out my next prize. I have...
Is it candy?
It depends on what you what you consider candy. I
Thing
have
that is edible.
I have an unlock code for Risk of Rain.
God damn it, I just got that game a couple months ago. And it doesn't work on my computer.
by the way, tested. They updated it. Might work now.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I tested
Good.
it as well. I sent that in for the Red Fox. It's now beatable.
No.
My graphics card fucking hates this game. It just won't start.
For some reason, on some
And it gives you the best error ever. Floating point error.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
basically, it does divided by 0.
To enter this contest for Risk of Rain, just type in the word monkey into the chat.
Monkey!
Monkey!
A monkey!
I actually played with Risk of Rain, and I can highly recommend this game. Really good game.
I can actually tell you why you're getting those kind of errors. It's because they're trying to obfuscate the stats in the game. They're trying as hard as they can to prevent modders and hackers from getting access to it.
Weird. Oh, we got some contenders.
Free.
We have some contenders indeed.
Yes. Oh, banana.
Banana, 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 banana.
I was actually playing around with the memory of my computer, trying to figure out what the memory address is for some of the software, and it was like, huh, you're storing this one character piece of information as a floating point that goes off to 9 decimals.
Whatever that
Yes,
means.
someone was trying hard.
Alright, once
I'm
it
gonna
hits
assume that's
9:24
unnecessary.
Okay, it is now 9:24.
Yeah.
I am going to go ahead and lock these 3 into the contest and put them into my super special randomizer, which I previously used to pick out my games.
Super randomizer-atron.
Super randomizer Monkey-matron, go! And the winner is Lovable Loser. Lovable
You
Loser.
did it!
Lovable
The
Loser,
winner is
please,
you.
Please give me your Steam name, and I will send you the code.
Congratulations, loser, you're a winner.
You are a winner, Lovable Loser.
Go check the patch notes on this.
I should probably log into Twitch via the website just to get whatever private message he's sending me. This is my first contest. I apologize.
Yeah, I landed my
Congratulations.
ship.
You did it!
Huh. The ground seems to be the wrong way.
Also, I'm looking at my dashboard and I'm seeing a reminder that streaming games prior to their official release date in the US can result in a DMCA violation. Oh no! This one is way past the release date.
Reese, you gotta stop! This game, it's coming out tomorrow! Wait, what?
Technically, Lagrange Point came out last week. I'm sorry, not the game itself. The English translation finally came out last week. I'll be streaming that sooner or later as well. I may have to break my no RPGs rule for that. It was the only NES game to use the Konami VRC7 chip, which puts the NES on par with the Sega Genesis. Well, audio-wise. It's something you would never ever hear on the console. It's awesome. I've just been informed that the private messages
Music is
sent.
terrible.
It's terrible.
I mean, unless you like tin, then I guess it's you. I don't know.
Okay, the private message has been sent. Okie dokie. We're going to pause until I can actually get this fellow's Steam name so I can gift him.
You can give the gift of dying horribly. Yes, that's mostly what happens when you start playing Risk of Rain.
That sounds terrible.
It is.
Those games where you can't beat it the first time through, you have to go through it multiple times.
Actually, Risk of Rain you can beat the first time through, but you have to be amazing.
Yeah, if it's your first time playing it, then there's no
You have
way.
to be like a side-scrolling platforming god in order to beat it for the first time.
My strategy of beating it for the first time on normal difficulty, play engineer.
Well,
Run,
again,
homing attack,
You
run,
can't-
homing attack, run, homing attack.
You can't play Engineer the first time through, though. He's not unlocked.
You need to unlock him.
I have a question.
Fun thing is if you can get enough...
How long does it usually take for a private message to get through? On Twitch?
Instant. It's called instant messaging.
Okay,
If it's the worst possible thing.
Yeah, I was about to say because I'm. Oh, okay. I see now. It's not in my inbox. It's in. Okay, my bad. My apologies.
I do hope you have an Xbox pad because this is pretty much the only way of playing this game.
The keyboard controls to this game are awful.
No, actually I preferred the keyboard controls because of how much I played it on my laptop, and I actually got really good. I beat it several times with the keyboard.
Weird person are you?
I don't know. I just don't think the Xbox controller is good enough. Give me a D-pad, a functional D-pad on the Xbox controller, and it would be good.
That would actually help a lot. I wish you could connect like a fucking NES controller or something, or Genesis controller. That would be perfect for that game.
Yeah.
Actually, I saw this from NES controller to USB.
Doesn't that game use more than 2 buttons, though?
Uses 4 buttons.
Yeah, you would have to have a SNES controller.
Or Genesis, but instead of one of the buttons, start is one of the things.
No.
I don't know.
There are 6 buttons and SNES. What am I saying? Sega Genesis controllers.
Actually, fuck that. Just use a SNES controller. There's
But
like
I
a
actually
thingy
like
for
the
that.
way the Genesis controller feels.
I played SNES for a long time, so I'm kind of used to it.
Yeah, I'm a Genesis guy.
Used a Genesis controller. But the D-pad does look nice on that.
My childhood was dominated by a joystick because I had an Amiga. We didn't have fancy pads.
GameCube is fucking amazing.
Well, now
I'm
that it
trying to
reads
find out
all
how to
disc.
I'm trying to find out how to send this code. Actually, I'll go ahead and send it to him on Twitch. Sorry about
GameCube
the
is the
hold
best
up.
controller.
Sorry about the hold up, Mr. Lovable Loser. I was trying to find ways of sending the code to you through Steam, and I wasn't thinking properly. All right, how do I send you a message? There we go.
Oh, technically we don't have even Halloween in Poland because it's too evil.
Too evil. Oh noes.
Stupid, whatever it is.
Well, we're living in a country where, according to a survey, people
Don't know anything about anything.
Everyone thinks religion is important, and
Okay, hold on. They think religion's important, but they don't follow Halloween.
it's satanic somewhat here.
It is a religion.
It's part of Christianity.
Okay, your
This
code has been
here.
your code's been sent, Lovable Loser. Check your messages and confirm to me that once you've unlocked the game, just so I can make sure there's no problems here.
Yeah, my understanding is that the day after Halloween is the holiest day.
Well, we do have like a day where we just go to the cemeteries and light candles.
When?
Technically, for me today. But
Andy, damn it.
our own country then.
Fuck it, we'll make up our own Halloween tradition. Great Halloween. That's our made-up tradition. Get a giant bag of candy, and we'll eat it.
Okay, confirmed that he has unlocked the game. Downloading now. Awesome. You're a winner, Lovable Loser.
Oh, he will hate
You're a winner, even though you're a loser.
He will hate the game later on. And it will just kill him.
Mr. Lovable, you can blame Gooster for that one. As for a new Halloween tradition, we do need something to get the spice back into Halloween. So I'm thinking, whoever can make a blood fountain scored upward, the highest, have that person win like $10,000 or something. I don't know. First thought I had in
Blood
my head
fountain?
was blood fountain. It sounded so much better in my head. Actually, the prize
Whoever
I had in
can
mind...
murder the most people wins.
Actually, the prize I had in mind was whoever can make the biggest blood fountain wins the Publisher's Clearinghouse.
Well, I work at the blood
I'm-
bank,
I'm
and I don't want to keep my job, so...
I'm digging into really dark places. Speaking of digging into dark places, here we are in a sewer.
Who can make the most cookies for Gooster? You win! What do you win? I don't know, a cleavage shot.
Well, every game has to have a sewer level.
What about for the runner-up?
The runner-up? The runner-up can get a fish taco. A food.
Ooh, a plate of catfish nuggets.
Fish sticks.
Hitler guy watches me. Yay!
No, he doesn't watch you. He watches you.
In the night.
Might not be good.
These fish guys are just glorious.
What's funny is that there is a window right there.
Whose cleavage? The most specific, the most convenient cleavage, which is my own.
It's the internet, you can easily find more.
So early on, I found a heart dispenser, which is nice.
Their walk cycle is just so amazing.
So this was, I think, 3 frames.
No, it's 2.
Oh no, it's 2, yeah.
Might be them trying to breathe.
So it's more like. And I like how the fish body is just like chopped off and the legs are just shittily made.
Well, they had to come up with a model in like 20 seconds, so...
Just
I'm going
the
to give
best.
you my shoe. What the hell did she say? I'm going to give you my Suchinoko. Hee hee.
Smoochin'. Gonna smooch you.
My Suchinoko. You know what it is? It's some kind of Japanese folklore kind of snake creature thing.
How many bosses does this have?
Too many.
There is at least 3 bosses per level, and there are 8 levels.
Oh.
All the snakes have eaten something recently.
That's actually how they were supposed to look in Japanese folklore.
Snakes.
Fat snakes. But yeah, Medusa was changed from a humanoid form, according to these notes, to a snake-like form, possibly because Nintendo objected to the player hitting a humanoid woman with a baseball bat. Gee, you
In
think?
the face.
In the face, no less.
So, well, I know Nintendo is the company that is, like, against stuff like that. But then they go off and release Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U.
Times have changed.
Yeah.
It has been
Boobs
20
and
years.
hair.
So back then they wanted to be really the pro-family company.
Even to this day, they're considered the Disney of gaming.
Yeah, with Bayonetta 2. Okay, that argument became invalid now.
Hey, common sense does not mean reality.
I can't remember. Was Bert green in the beginning? I remember him being purple for some reason.
He does change colors a lot.
Why isn't
Bless
he
you,
purple
Nintendo,
here?
for palette swaps.
But there's purple in the tile set, so why can't I? Whatever.
Whatever.
Just fuck it at this point. Just.
By the way, did you notice the eggs and the giant face huggers coming out of them?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's no thing they're ripping off there at all. That's totally original.
Ridley Scott won't appear around the corner.
Although my favorite guy is that purple alligator. Fell from that.
But yeah, obviously they had to be changed to bubbles in the United States game.
Yeah, because face huggers
Are not blue, that's for sure.
So apparently, the Predator should have just used a baseball bat.
Arnold Schwarzenegger with a baseball bat. That's terrifying.
But this Predator.
Okay, I'll say
The
this
one that
much, that door
hunts
down there
aliens.
has nothing, so I'm gonna skip it this time.
Those empty rooms.
This
So-
has such rich flavor, and yet it's not too rich either. Yes, fried jumbo shrimp to go. This boss is likely a pun on the fly, reinterpreted as the fry, since the word fly and fry are pronounced the same in Japanese.
Oh, it's a fry. It's not racist at all. Like, I mean, that's so not racist. Really not lying. No,
But
why
keep it-
doesn't Bert just why doesn't Bert just eat them?
Why?
Probably because they're mutants.
But
Well-
they look delicious.
They do.
Why does Bert require the help of a kid with a baseball bat when he has lasers?
Because the kid
Simple.
can slide around on the ground like a wormy worm.
It's made of earthwood, which is the most holy object in the universe.
Yes. Just probably something like...
It's made out of fireproof earthwood.
I should also mention this is the only one of the whole fight. Originally there was this and an onion ring and some shish kebabs, which look
those
like a
aren't in
bunch of
this one?
cheeses. No, it's just this one. It's just the shrimp.
They're in the title screen though. It's
They
weird.
are, which is weird, yes. I have a feeling they intended to put them in at some point, but they just didn't. Or didn't yet. Once again,
A
this is-
giant tempura were to attack, that would be the best thing ever. Just you know, cut it apart. Just feed everyone.
get a giant pair
Delicious.
of head clippers.
Oh yeah. Or like a giant
Maybe get the Swedish chef.
a giant chef who makes giant food.
Actually, you know what? Fuck the Swedish chef. Let's just get Chef Sato. I'm sure he would know what to do with a giant piece of shrimp.
Cook it.
Beat people with it.
Well,
His own
besi-
tight.
well,
Thank you.
besides beat people with it. Come on.
Beat people deliciously with it.
Very, very delicious.
Feed the world and kill the villains?
Solve world hunger for one day.
What is that alligator throwing?
His tail? Because alligators are lizards, right?
Yeah, he's throwing his tail. Which I have a feeling that it's a giant gecko.
It's a gecko gator.
Gator.
An alligecko.
A gator.
No, an
You
owl
walk on
gecko is
walls,
something you
bro.
rub on your skin to make things feel better, and it grows back.
For that mouth thing, I don't know what the fuck that's all about.
The mouth thing?
The, like, mouth thing that comes out of the wall and goes bleh.
Oh, that thing.
I don't think the sewer is the best place to be tasting. Even if you are a horrifying monstrosity.
To each their own.
Maybe it's like a fly eats poop.
Probably.
But what if they're like all part of one giant creature? Those are just like the ports on it. Behind this wall is just like a giant nasty thing.
Uh-oh.
Really what's going on?
1 plate, 2 plates. I did it! Exactly 10 plates. I'll have to explain this after I kill the boss. Originally, this boss has time to do some damage. I have the notes in front of me as to what the hell is going on here.
Those eggplants surrounding it?
No. Ghosts.
Maybe they're ghosts of the eggplant wizard.
It's a well surrounded by ghosts. Plates.
This is a lot easier
ring.
with Bert. I'll say that much.
So is this a ripoff on the ring that wasn't around back then?
I think the ring is also a ripoff of something.
The ring is indeed derived from this particular folktale. Okay, I can't get close to this thing. I'm just going to go ahead and whack it and see what happens. I died. Alright, fuck it. I'll just go ahead and read the story. This is a boss you can count on. This boss is a parody of the story of Bancho Sarayashiki, a Japanese ghost story.
Post that in chat, I might be able to pronounce it for you.
Burr, burp, burr, burp, burr, 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 burr.
Ancho Sarayashiki.
Once there was a beautiful servant named Okiku. She worked for the samurai Aoyama Tessan. Okiku often refused his amorous advances, so he tricked her into believing that she had carelessly lost one of the family's 10 precious defilet plates. Such a crime would normally result in her death. In a frenzy, she counted and recounted the 9 plates many times. However, she could not find the 10th and went to Aoyama in guilty tears. The samurai offered to overlook the matter if she finally became his lover, but again she refused. Enraged, Aoyama threw her down a well to her death. Delph? What's Delph?
Delph.
Delph! Oh, blah. It is said that Okiku became a vengeful spirit. Onryo, or something like that, who tormented her murderer by counting to 9 and then making a terrible shriek to represent the missing 10th plate. Or perhaps she had tormented herself and was still trying to find the 10th plate, but cried out in agony when she never could. In some versions of the story, the torment continued until an exorcist or a neighbor shouted 10 in a loud voice at the end of her count. Her ghost, finally relieved that someone had found the plate for her, haunted the samurai no more. There's your ghost story for the night. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Everyone died. The end.
Now time to whack it in the face with a baseball bat.
Forget what kind of spirit an Onryo is. Like so many in Japanese lore. The Oniro. You'd think the plates would shatter once you hit them, but
I suspect they're made of titanium.
they are very shiny, so maybe they're made of silver.
Oh, silverfish, away!
Oreo spirit. Does it have a delicious creamy center?
Gosh, I hope
Does.
so. That's why
Can
I
you
hate-
even eat a ghost, though? Real question. Yeah.
Well, it can go in through your mouth, but I don't think you're going to digest it.
Well, ghosts do contain ectoplasm, so I don't know.
Wait, the question is, can I eat a ghost?
Yes.
Actually, yes, you can, but you have to eat a power pill first.
Oh yeah.
Waka waka waka.
Our pill makes the ghosts corporeal, and you can eat them. How you eat an Oreo ghosts. And then you get diabetes because he is containing just tons of delicious frosting.
To be fair, I'm wondering why Pac-Man doesn't get sick. I mean, not only
Because his stomach is a black hole.
because not only is he eating all those pellets, all those ghosts, and all those power pills, he's also eating all the cherries, all the berries, pretzels.
But you could ask the same of Kirby. None of this will ever be explained, other than their stomachs contain black holes.
That is true. Is that why he's
Or
always...
an extra dimensional portal that goes to the eaten dimension. Everything that has been eaten goes there.
Is that why every time he opens his mouth, he sucks everything in?
Probably.
Oh. Round 3. We have
And
finished
there's
the-
even more skeletons taking a bath in blood.
We have finished another level, which means, yes, another giveaway.
Who killed a cat?
It's giveaway time! Time to sacrifice a cat! Bisecting cats.
What should I give away out of this collection of goodies?
Something relating to deep dark holes, because that's what we're in right now.
Deep dark.
So you're
holes.
saying you want Splunky?
Shit, I don't have Splunky yet. By the way, don't gift it to me unless you really, really, really want to. Anyway, the prize this time will be...
A potato.
It's the potato.